YouTube, it's me, your favourite Steve. How you doing? It is Wednesday, the 24th of November. I've just woke up. I was sitting on the sofa watching Prime Minister's Questions on a Wednesday, as you do, as I know everyone does out there. And all of a sudden, I just woke up. We bought new pillows yesterday. We went to IKEA, and then we bought new pillows. They're really comfy, and I've just lost an hour. But yeah, I needed to put these sales on video, but yeah, I lost an hour. I don't even know. Yeah, it's Wednesday. I've just said that, but I'm barely functional. Beard's all over the gaff. Normally I comb my beard before I come on, but yeah, this is sleep beard. So yeah, I'm freaking spaced out. I'm proper spaced out. Yeah, I'll go through the sales in a minute. Yesterday, me and the wife had Tuesdays off. Yeah, the house is, we've decorated every now and then, but I've been thinking lately I want to do some decorating like come next year. So I thought we'd pop in to IKEA and like get some ideas, some room ideas and stuff like that. Got some ideas, definitely got some ideas. Yeah, but I was having like a little bit of, and I'm not doing this for, you know, it's more of a thing of like, documenting. How can I put it? I've kind of put my whole kind of journey on from when I hated my job to eventually putting it to the man type of thing. And I just yesterday I was having a bit of a day when we were walking around IKEA. I was like, God, like we were looking at like a sorting out a bedroom for like Lacey. It is getting a bit of a pain in the arse having the two kids in the same room. They're brother and sister. They fall out. Especially Liam. Liam like has his own ways of doing stuff with his autism, so it's just getting in the way. We've talked about the extension that hopefully, I don't know. I've always been of the kind of attitude of yes, that's been agreed, yes, that's coming, but I don't like putting all my eggs in kind of depending on other people. I hate depending on other people. I'm not somebody who depends on other people. So it's always been like, well, we'll see what happens. It keeps getting put back, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe next year, who knows? But I don't know. Just yesterday, I was having a bit of a thing. Like, where would I be? And I know I shouldn't look at if I wouldn't have left the job that I was at, but if I would have took like more money at the place I was working, stayed at the place I was working, would we have ended up with the extension sooner? And just kind of like looking at like some of the rooms in IKEA, and I'm like, if I wasn't so entwined into my eBay, I would have freaking maybe stayed at that place and made more money, and I should have just shut up and carried on. But it's just one of them. I sometimes, I'm sure I'm not the only one. Sometimes I have those kind of thoughts, but yeah, I'm not in any way going to be jumping back to my old place of work. But just sometimes I like going, maybe I should have just like, how can I put it? Sometimes my wife always tells me to just shut up. Like yesterday I was talking, just shut up, stop talking stupid. My wife's very much like that, which that's what I love her for. But she's very much like, just shut up. Stop talking, just shut up. I don't know, just shut up. But what was I saying? Yeah, sometimes I like go, oh, was I just too selfish? But I don't know. But I don't know. I was just, it was my goal when I wanted to get out of it. But anyway, I just thought it's wasted 5 minutes, and I ain't got a lot to freaking show you. But yeah, I was just having a bit of a thingy day yesterday. What is it? Can't think of the word. My brain's not fully functioning. Shouldn't have had a nap. I didn't intend on having a nap. I haven't even had anything to eat. I just lay my head on. Oh, I'll show you the pillows. I just lay my head on this. Just lay my head on that, and it's just so nice. And then I had a nap. Anyway. But yeah, I wasn't like. I just had a moment of like kind of feeling sorry for myself yesterday, where I was like, did I make the right decision? Was it? Am I a selfish arsehole? Blah blah. Imagine where we could have been. At the same time, I don't know. I easily. I could have been in prison, to be quite honest, by now. The situation which I would have been in if I would have stayed at the place where I was working, at least like beforehand. If you don't know what happened, I'll give you a synopsis. What happened basically was they had a warehouse, they had an office, and they were getting rid of the warehouse and they were outsourcing. Basically, they were storing their stock somewhere else, and then basically orders would then go kind of like an Amazon fulfillment. What's it called? Is it FBA? Oh God, good lord, my brain ain't working. But kind of like that, where they kind of just stored all their stuff somewhere. Orders came through to their office, and then they'd go and get it off from that warehouse. They just didn't have a warehouse. They didn't want a warehouse anymore based at their office. I was offered a job with a little bit more money, but they also made the mistake of putting in there that I could also take redundancy. And if you would have watched my videos before, then I was very honest to the fact that I hated my job, and I took the redundancy and went see ya, and they weren't expecting it, and it was great, and it was amazing, and I felt brilliant. Yeah, so that was kind of the thing that happened, and sometimes, not very often, but yesterday when I was like, oh, could I have paid for an extension by now? Could I have, if I would have just dealt with the BS and dealt with the politics and stuff like that, I'll be in a better position now. But you don't know. I don't think I would have. I got to be honest. I don't think I would have. When I really think about it, I think I would have ended up quitting. I wouldn't have ended up quitting, and I wouldn't have walked away with a chunk of money. That's the way I always look at it. I would have, because I worked in the warehouse, so that was my domain. I was in charge of that warehouse, and that was my place, like kind of thing. Yeah, I had a manager, and yeah, I had managers above me, and yeah, they told me I had to do this and I had to do that, but I didn't really listen. I just did it my way anyway. But I was kind of left. No one touched me. But in my new role, I would have been in the office with the managers, and what would have probably happened, I'm not going to say it on the internet, but I can't imagine what would have happened. But yeah, just sometimes, and I thought I might as well share it. But I'm not gonna go running back to that place. Anyway, sales over the last 2 days. We're chatting on for 10 minutes. Meh. Yesterday was meh. I sold 3 things yesterday for very little money. It was 2 bits of jewellery and a badge. So that's a pants yesterday was. And the day before was a little bit better. Some clothing. So we'll go through it. I'll show you the little bits that aren't clothing first. So I'll show you the jewellery that went yesterday. I'm surprised by these. I think both of these sold on... They're going to the same person. Both of these sold on a discount, I think. So that's actually worked. Sold with up to 30% off on multiple buy promotion. So I've had a multiple buy promotion on my jewellery for a while, and no one's ever really took advantage of it, and I wasn't sure if I'd done it right. By the looks of it, this actually worked. So there's this big chunky. What have I put? I'll go on to wooden. This big chunky wooden ethnic boho bohemian long beaded necklace. Oh, that was rubbish. That was freaking rubbish. That cost me £1.50. I think it went for like £10.49. I can't. The combined price is like £16.98. So it was £16.98 for the two. Yeah, that cost me £1.50. So that went for, with this, £16.98. And then there was this one that cost me 81p. I had a few of these. I think I've already sold two of them. But yeah, kind of like a leopard. Should I say that's this one? Wooden, bohemian, boho, leopard print, beaded stretch bracelet. Did you? Yes. I've learnt the gangster ways. Right, then we've got some badges. Had a bad day. We have, and this is the other thing that sold yesterday. We have an English Yorkshire flower pin badge that went for £2.99. Ooh, what's going on? We have literally, this is a red fox badge. I thought it was an RSPCA badge, but it's just a red fox. It's not RSPCA. It's RSPCA or RSPCB. It's too many letters. That cost me 7p. That went for £2.99. And then another £2.99 one. This is a Macmillan Cancer Relief one. Christmas Holly. And that went for £2.99. That cost me 21p. And then we have 3 bits of clothing. All these went with on a best offer. Taking best offers. So I've got this one. Now this one I ended up having to change the material in this because I'd gone with 100% leather and then suede. I think it is leather. The brand's Beaver. But I think there's Beaver of Bolton, I think, or Beaver of Sheffield. This one just says Beaver. I don't know. But yeah, suede. I'll put suede leather style, and then I'll put in the description saying that I can't be 100%. It hasn't got a material tag. But yeah, I had a few messages saying which part of it's leather, which part of it's not leather. I decided to just go, you know what, I can't say it's leather because the material tag's not there. But yeah, just a waistcoat July thing. This cost me £4.95 and it went for £22.50. Then we have a Winsmore, which I think I got this recently. Yeah, so a Winsmore khaki green kind of trench dog walker's coat. I can't even speak. Dog walker's coat. Yeah, nothing special to it. Just khaki green. £5, £22.49. I will go on that one. Oh no, £22.49 that sold for. And then the last one of the last couple of days was this. Oh, where's the tag now? Right, I'll show you. Marilyn Anselm. Go on. Marilyn Anselm Hobbs jacket with a kind of a faux fur collar neckline. This cost me 2 of my English pounds and it went for 23. So yeah, as I said, not a lot. What was it, like 7 in total? But yeah, what? I'm not going to try and work it out, but 20, say 22.66, with the badges in there. 9, 2, 82, 89, 92 quid. So 92 quid. Obviously, you've got to take fees off. But 92 quid in the last couple of days. I ain't going to knock it. It was alright. I'm glad to have that £92. I'd like more, don't get me wrong, but I'm glad to have that £92. But yeah. So, that's my sales that going out. Sorry to get a little bit kind of, it was just the way I was thinking yesterday. I think after this year that I've had, I think it was consistently, like the past few years of, my business has grown, and this year it's been kind of stagnant, with COVID and I don't know. I think I mentioned it. I paid about a bit, kind of making decisions on, am I going to go to car boots? How am I going to pay my bills? I took on more bills with the car, and like kind of trying to work out, like, how do I do this? And I've kind of got myself in kind of a happy thing, like a kind of stable thing at the minute of sourcing for half the month, not sourcing for the second half, and at the end, I have the money for the bills and then a little bit on top as well. Instead of just sourcing all the way through the month and hoping I'll get to the end of the month and have enough money for the bills, it seems more sensible the way I'm doing it now. But I kind of ummed and ahed about that from, probably May, June onwards, trying to work out what I was going to do. But yeah, I've just kind of, I don't feel I've wasted the year, but definitely I'm looking for, my numbers over the past few months have been back to normal. Actually, I'll say the past few months, probably from August, September, October, November, they've been all right. From November last year to, I think it was April, and that was when we got back. Might have been April. I think it was April, May, and that was when we come back out of lockdown. I was close to like throwing in the towel. I've got to admit, I was close to going, you know what, maybe I need to start getting another job. But it's picked up, and I've got back to kind of normal towards the end of the year. I think just yesterday I was having an offish day, and especially when I was like looking around IKEA, and I was like, I should have like just took the money and sorted shite out myself. But yeah, just a kind of, it was just a thought, and I thought I'd share it. But now I'm alright. Now I'm like, nah, the man. And we'll get back. We will. I will get back on the momentum of where I'm back in. Each month I'm growing as a business. This year's a bit of a blip, but next year, guys, it's growth. Growth, growth, growth. Glad you can't see that. But anyway, peace out. Stay safe, stay beautiful. I don't even know if I press record on this. I'm so tired. I'm tired. I went for a run this morning. I was meant to go for a... did I already do the peace out? I shouldn't carry on talking. I'm going to carry on. I went for a run this morning because I didn't go for a run yesterday because I missed my alarm. So I went for a run this morning and then I went to the gym. I'm battered. And I've got a weird twinge. I started lifting heavier dumbbells today and I've got a weird twinge in my shoulder. I think it's an injury. We'll see. We'll see tomorrow morning. See if I can move. Peace out. Stay safe, stay beautiful. I think I might go back to sleep.